In the center of the room at New York's Friedman Gallery are multiple faces, white, black and brown, each bearing an almost imperceptible resemblance to one another, suspended on wires from the ceiling. The 30 portraits were created by the artist Heather Dewey Hagberg from cheek swabs and hair clippings sent to her by Chelsea Manning. Manning sent the clippings from the Fort Leavenworth prison, where the former intelligence analyst was serving a 35-year sentence after famously leaking classified diplomatic cables through the website WikiLeaks. The new exhibition, which opened on 2 August, is titled A Becoming Resemblance. It's the product of 2 years of correspondence between Dewey Hagberg, whose discipline combines her expertise in technology, computer science and art, and Manning, a trans woman and pioneering dissident whose sentence was commuted by Barack Obama when he had just 3 days left in office. Chelsea Manning, I leaked reports after seeing how Americans ignored wars. Read more by algorithmically analyzing DNA extracted from Manning and using it to create 30 portraits of what someone with that genomic data might look like. Dewey Hagberg has created a trenchant, if somewhat cerebral, commentary on not only the malleability of DNA data, the many ways it can be interpreted, and the inherent determinism of those interpretations, but also identity. Manning, who was born Bradley Edward but has spoken openly about identifying as a woman as early as adolescence, was convicted in 2013 on 20 charges, including 6 Espionage Act violations, computer fraud and theft. From prison, her image was repressed, so much so that there was just one photo, a granular, black and white selfie, in which Manning, visibly uneasy, sits in a driver's seat wearing a platinum blonde wig, with which she became associated. In 2015, Dewey Hagberg was coming off the massive success of her 2012 project, Stranger Visions. In it, the artist produced portraits of strangers from forensic artifacts like cigarette butts and chewing gum, extracting DNA from the detritus to conjure an image of what these folks might look like. That was when she received an email from Paper magazine. They were conducting an interview with Chelsea Manning while she was in prison, and they wanted some kind of portrait to accompany that article. Dewey Hagberg explained at a press preview of the new exhibition, and she couldn't be visited and she couldn't be photographed at that time, so they reached out to Chelsea and asked if she'd be interested in having a DNA portrait made. The artist and her incarcerated muse became unlikely pen pals, exchanging several letters over the course of 2 years. They even created a comic book, Suppressed Images, illustrated by Shoili Kanungo, that envisioned a future where the president would commute Chelsea's sentence and she'd be able to see the exhibition in person.